Hello there. One of my goals for 2021 is to read more books. Today, I will share with you my list of books to be read in the first quarter of 2021. Why first quarter? Why not January TBR or February TBR? Well, I have a busy life that have prevented me from reading for a long time. But because I want to stop making excuses for not reading, I want reading to be a part of my busy life. For that reason, I have picked a few books with the goals of reading them within the first quarter of 2021. Aside from the books I will share with you today, I have a list of books from authors who I would like to review their books. Those would also count as a part of my TBR for 2021. The first book I have here is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This book is number one on the Goodreads Choice Award for Fiction. I know you might say I'm behind in reading. I should have read the book earlier than now, but it is better late than never. So, I read the blog and it says, when Nora Seeds finds herself in the Midnight Library, she has a chance to make things right. Up until now, her life has been full of mystery and regrets. She feels she has let everyone down, including herself. But things are about to change. The books in the Midnight Library enable Nora to live as if she had done things differently. After reading this part of the blog, I did not need to finish reading the blog because the information I have is enough for me to want to start reading the book, like right away. My second book is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. This book was recommended by a viewer on my channel. And the name of his channel is Bright Day. And it says, if it's possible, I need to hear from you reading The Secrets book. So I went ahead and I bought The Secrets book. And well, it's interesting, like he said, like from reading the blog, okay? So, but the thing is, I need permission from the publisher or the author, to be able to read this book publicly. So if I get the permission, I would read on this channel publicly this book right here titled The Secret. Okay, but if I don't get the permission to read the book, then I will do the review after reading it. Okay, so I'll just go quickly over the book. It's written by Rhonda Byrne. Like I said, the title is The Secret, Dare to Dream. The Secret, Dare to Dream. All right, so I will just read a little bit from the blog to see what the book is about. And there is an excerpt from the book on the cover, on the back cover of the book. As you learn the secrets, you will come to know how you can have, be, or do anything you want. You will come to know who you really are. You will come to know the true magnificence. You will come to know the true magnificence that awaits you in life. So this is from the introduction of the book. I guess that is enough to want me to want to read the book. So I will read the book and I will get back to you on what I think about the book. Okay? The next book is Agatha Christie's The Secrets of the Chimneys. This book I intend to read every Friday on this channel. Hopefully I can start reading next week. But if not, I will surely get to it. This leads me to saying that I have cover reveals, title reveals, and blog reveals coming up next week. You wouldn't want to miss next week's videos. All right? So these reveals, one of them is for my new book that will be out in April 2021. That is in a couple of months. And another one is a book published by Olabooks International, and that will be out January 31st. So I am coming to you next week with all these reveals. Stay with me and come on next week, and you will be surprised at what you will see. All right. So back to Agatha Christie's The Secrets of the Chimneys. Okay. So who is this lady, Agatha Christie? She lived between 1819 and 1976. She was an English crime novelist, short story writer, and a playwright. She has sold more than 2 billion copies of her books, and this is an amount that is surpassed only by the Bible and the works of Shakespeare. I really want to know what 2 billion people saw in her story to have bought it that much. So I will be reading Agatha Christie for the first time and look forward to hearing from me about her books. And actually, I will be reading this book on this channel. So let me see. I'll just read a few things on the back cover of the book. So Agatha Christie is the most widely published author of all time, outsold only by the Bible and Shakespeare. Her books have sold more than 1 billion copies in English and another billion in 100 foreign languages. She died in 1976. So that was from the cover page, and also the blog. I'll read a little part of the blog. Little did Anthony Cade suspect that an errand for a friend would land him at the center of a deadly conspiracy. Drawn into a web of intrigue, he begins to realize that the simple favor has placed him in serious danger. As events unfold, the combined forces of Scotland Yard and the French Sûreté gradually converge on Chimneys, the great country estate that hides an amazing secret. The Secret of Chimneys is another captivating classic from the brilliant Agatha Christie, which will leave readers guessing until the final, satisfying conclusion. So this is what I have on Agatha Christie's The Secrets of the Chimneys, and please look forward to me reading this book on this channel. It is surely going to come on very soon, next week or the week after. So the next book I have here is She Would Be King by Waitu Moore. Okay, She Would Be King by Waitu Moore. So this is another book that I went to Boss Boys and Poets to purchase. So I went there, I searched for books, I looked, I read the blog and everything, and I picked this book. Okay, so and I'm just going to read everything I can see on the cover. I mean, some of the things you see on the cover. The title again is She Would Be King by Waitu Moore. Okay, so it is a novel, and the blog says, in the West African village of Lai, red-haired Gesa is cursed on the day of her birth and exiled on suspicion of being a witch. On a plantation of Virginia, June Day hides his unusual strength until a confrontation with the overseer forces him to flee. And in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, Norman Aragon, the child of a white British colonizer and a maroon slave, can fade from sight at will, just as his mother could. So this to me is looking like a story that is, set in both Africa and America. And, because I'm reading Africa, I'm reading the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, I'm reading Norman Aragon, I'm reading the white British colonization and a maroon slave, I'm reading Plantation of Virginia. So I'm sure this book here covers a lot of settings which I would like to explore. I want to see how she manages to bring some, story from Africa to link it to the Western world. I want to see how she did that, and it's looking to me like a very good story. And see is let me see how many pages I have here. I have 294 pages. Okay, and with a small font, so it looks like it's going to be a good read, so I'm going to read this. And also, the last but not the least is this book I have, and it is by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. The title is Americana. Americana. Okay, so this book is listed, just like as the national bestseller. Okay, it says it's one of the 10 best books of the year. I wonder what that year is. I haven't read through it. So it was at some time listed as one of the best books of the year by New York Times. My editor was actually talking to me about this lady, and I'm like, oh my God, she's from my country. She's from Nigeria. So let me check her out. And I found out that a lot of people have been reading our books, and our books have a lot of good reviews. So I said, okay, let me start reading her books. And the first one I bought is Americana. And it also says that she's the author of Half of a Yellow Sun. Okay, so I see that it's dazzling, funny, and defiant, and simultaneously so wise. Brilliant. Okay, so I also see on the back cover that she won the winner of the National Book Critics Circle Award. Okay, and the blurb says Ifemelu and Obinze are young and in love when the Depart military ruled Nigeria for the West. Beautiful, self-assured Ifemelu heads for America, where, despite her academic success, she is forced to grapple with what it means to be Black for the first time. Quiet, thoughtful Obinze had hoped to join her, but with post-9/11 America close to him, he instead plunges into a dangerous, undocumented life in London. At once powerful and tender, Americana is a remarkable novel of race, love, and identity by the award-winning writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. So that sounds like another story, another African story, probably with the settings in Africa and settings in America. And I really like to read stories of people who migrate, because migration is not so easy as people think. A lot of people think, oh, they migrated from their country to another country, or because it's a better life. Well, everybody wants a better life. Everybody wants a greener pasture. But there are hustles and bustles associated with changing environments. There are challenges. There are things that people run into that are not expected. There are situations people find themselves in that they didn't really plan for or didn't ever thought they would get into. So this is some of the things that happens to migrants. And I want to read that book because I'm already sure it's going to be a relatable story. It's going to be story, something that I have heard about happen to people before. All right, so that is all I have for you today on my TBR for the first quarter of 2021. And you know what? I might not come up here to make any more TBRs for the rest of the year because, like I said earlier, I have a list of books that I want to review, which I will bring to you. So that will expand the number of books I have planned for this year. So I do not have an actual number yet, but I'll keep on counting because I have a goal to read more than I have read in the past few years. Thank you for staying with me, and until next time when I come to you again. And thank you so much for staying till the end. And until next time when I drop another video, if you like what I've done so far in this video and you would like to be a part of this channel, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and share the video. Thank you. Bye.